Oh my
Black
God, that's
Goose
hilarious.
TV family, man. What's happening with it? We here Friday. Uh, how you feeling, Zen? What's good with it, Zen? Because we here for your team. You know what I'm saying? We watching your Lakers go at us. How you feeling, Zen? What's good with it, man? Come on, talk to me.
What you mean? I mean, is they playing right now? They down. You feel me? They just trying to get the chemistry right. That's all. Trying to figure out what works.
So y'all know, you know what I'm saying? A little bit different fluence in Zen. You know what I'm saying? Similar
Mm.
to Aiden, but similar to kind of when we did that one football live stream. You know what I'm saying? We got a little watch party going on with this with the Lakers Suns game. And then we also going to talk Jamal Heron, Shakir Stevenson, and then we're also going to talk Martin Vettori versus Paula Costa later. But um, as always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And get us into the algorithm. So some love. Whoever hops in here, appreciate y'all. We're gonna get it popping Friday night, man. How you feeling though, man? Like, Zen, talk to me. You know what I'm saying? We already through the half. It's not looking good for y'all right now coming into the second half. It's looking like we might end up be talking a lot more than we may be watching this game. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me. How you feeling about this? This is your team, you know what I'm saying? You was saying
I
we
don't
should be
understand why
worried.
AD is not aggressive.
He was aggressive with Dwight.
That's not where we need him being aggressive. Dang,
That's what
bro.
I'm
We
saying. I
need
don't
that
get that.
dude.
I'm like, how you gonna swole up on your own teammate, but you won't do it against your opponent?
I mean, like, bro,
Aiden
why
out
don't
here
you only
making him look
get
like a
bucket?
little
Aiden
boy.
out here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aiden going at this man. Kick out three, split act. Like, come on, man.
Let me make
AD
sure.
not doing it out here, man.
Oh, that's loud. My bad, y'all. I was just making sure it sounds good. It sounds good. Okay. Salute to the people. But yeah, man. Aiden's eating up AD, man. I don't even know why they playing AD at 5 right now. Like they
Cause
showed
the white they think the white and him mad. They don't want to put him on the floor, man.
that's disrespectful though. You can't do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a little bit of faith in Frankie Vogel, but I'm starting to I don't know. I'm starting to oof, man. Y'all getting yada yads. This is finna be a blowout, bro. And I'm gonna say this right now. Y'all better think about trading Westbrook. He is not a good fit for y'all, man. Oh man, he's weak. Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna be like that. Electric Productions was good with it, brother. He said Lakers ain't finna make the playoffs this year. That's what he
That's a
said.
negative statement. That's a negative statement.
I ain't say that. That's what Electric Production
That's
says.
a
You're gonna have
negative
to take
statement.
that beef
He act
up
like
with
we
him.
didn't play a finals team, and he act like we didn't play the defending champs like 2, 3 years ago. He act like
I
we didn't
know.
play a team like that.
I'm just saying, bro, this does not look like a good team right here, man. I'm just like Bazemore can't shoot. Westbrook looks
Ooh.
Westbrook looks like he just can't fit. AD is over here swollen up on his own teammate
You
instead
know
of
the problem
swollen up
is
against
they don't
Aiton.
need to be starting Bazemore. They be starting Malik Monk, man. You see, he came in the game. Yeah. He came in there just getting buckets, man. He had
Y'all
more
losing
points
by
than
20
AD.
points, bro.
I understand. 19 now.
And it's like you can't say LeBron look old. LeBron don't look old. LeBron always I've watched LeBron for
I'm
y'all see the
capping.
numbers.
He just how he just be playing sometimes. Though. I'm like either
He
he over
when
it or he
LeBron no
old.
no 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 when LeBron knows he has new teammates and when he knows a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they got to get adjusted. He won't be as aggressive. Like you're gonna see him. He's gonna take like the first half of the season where you don't see him as aggressive. He always does that because he's trying to. He's like, yo, y'all gotta get like I know what I could bring it, but y'all gotta do that. He says, fact though, Westbrook, AD, and Dwight. It is, man. Just not a good fit. LeBron can carry any team you on, but he all exactly, but he always does this. I'm telling you, bro. Like he won't look crazy aggressive where he's trying to take over the game, like he's trying to let other people get off, bro. Man,
But he got
dog,
off the last
dog,
game.
dog. I know you saw that. Oh my
Yeah, AD
god, bro,
missing that.
y'all, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, y'all look. Oh, like LeBron could have easily took that to the rack and he could have got it himself. But what would that done for the rest of the team? You know what I'm saying? He always does this. He tried to let it, when he got new players, he tries to let them get off. But
AD's weak for missing that. And
yeah,
Russ weak for missing that too. They weak for that. I'm
Westbrook
sorry.
isn't as weak because at least he was there for the rebound and yeah, I got a second chance because of him.
True.
Bron, like this how you do it, bro. Look, see, he can score whenever he wants, man, but you got to let your teammates get off. What's that going to do for the team chemistry? But y'all looking like I saw an article where the delay is coming back a little bit here. But I saw an article where they compared this team to you remember the Cavs team with Dwayne Wade and Isaiah Thomas and all them and Derrick Rose. They said they compared it to that team. It's gonna look good in the beginning, but everyone's going to trade away. Y'all still gonna get to the playoffs. Y'all got LeBron, but Jesus Christ, y'all look bad.
Why does AD
Yeah,
look like he don't be hooping? Like his
I
jump
think
shot don't never look like he be hooping. Like, bro,
I
why
think
is your jumper always just iffy?
that dust up with Dwight threw him off. Yeah, it's
That
still
shouldn't have thrown
two
him
games.
off.
Like we can't be too extra because the media gonna go crazy with this. Lakers still gonna make the playoffs, but I just don't think y'all gonna have the same roster when y'all get
I
into the
just think
playoffs.
they have the wrong lineups in. That's all it is, bro. The wrong lineups.
So you think it's the coach? Is that what you're saying? You think they're gonna do the David Black, get him out of there? The Black.
They need something to
They did
change,
it
bro.
before,
Because
and they
I'm
brought
like,
in Tyronn Lue, and they changed the whole culture for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I should say.
why Javante Davis at this fight? I mean, at this game, I just seen his little ass. I was like, Javante,
Because
take.
they had the press conference
Oh,
Thursday or Wednesday. It was in LA.
and oh, he said he's rocking these babies.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: how you feel? How you feel like? Do you think y'all gonna have this same roster going into the playoffs? Do you think y'all need to make changes? Do you think it's strictly lineups? Like, what would you do? I know it's only 2 games, but what would you consider doing? By the way, the Rockets look good this year.
If anything, I can see the Lakers somehow trading Westbrook back to the Rockets for John Wall or something like that.
That's disrespectful. They're not the Rockets. First of all, the Rockets isn't going to do that.
They'll
Why would
take
they do that?
Westbrook.
No, they won't. They're not going to mess up a good thing. They got a lot of young talent right now. Westbrook wanted, you don't want to put Westbrook with young talent. He's going to take that away. Electric Production said, "Bro, how the Bucks won the finals and got blew out by the Heat? They got blew out by the Heat tonight."
No, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Bucks have a really good chance of repeating.
I think they were just happy that they beat the Nets.
Yeah, they was chilling. They wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I really think the Bucks have the best chance of repeating. And the West, who's looking the strongest right now, you got to say the Warriors, even though it's only 2 games. It's definitely like he's gonna be MVP again. What you think, Cap? I'm being too
he was MVP
extra too early. No, I said again, like he was MVP.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Not like back to back, but I think he's gonna get his second one.
How did Bron get hurt on that?
Oh, he just acting, bro. He wanted to get that foul. LeBron's playing great though. See them stats? That's what I'm saying, man. Rest of y'all, man. No disrespect, but I'm telling you, he could be aggressive. He could take this game over, but it's game 2. So why would Bron do that? He's like, man, y'all got to get this together, man.
I don't think he's tripping though.
I think whenever 80 is playing off, if I was Vogel, I would take 80 out the game. And I would put in Melo or Dwight with Bron, and I would play 80 with Rondo to get him back. Because 80 seems when he's off, he can't find his own shot. And sometimes Bron will get in that mode where he's like, he'll set you up, but if you're not working to get in the right position, he won't necessarily set you up, if that makes sense. And sometimes 80 will, he'll just be like lazy there. So I'm like, he'll need
Bazemore shit, bro. I ain't mean to cut you off.
I know. I don't think I see. Bro. Like, who is it? I thought Pope was bad. I was like, Bazemore killing my man Pope off, bro.
They need to put Malik Monk in the game, bro. We need Kendrick Nunn. We need our guys back. We need talent back. We just looking weak off this bench.
It's just
all we got is Malik Monk. Look,
Bazemore. Like Bazemore.
He starts though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, y'all should have went ahead and tried to get James Ennis, man. Y'all should just. He's still out there. I don't think anyone got him.
Trevor We good.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's everybody injured. All your guys, like your wing players who
can really affect the game.
Still, I think Bazemore is effective. It's just, man, I think they get giving him too much. They expecting a little bit too much out of him.
I know, because he's like a sporadic player. Like he'll give you some buckets here and there. But if you respect him on consistency, I feel like he's not our guy. Ooh, why they go to Kendall? Oh, she was clapping for D-Book.
That's his boo, man. He up in there clapping them things. You know what I'm saying?
Shut your ass up, bro.
That's what's happening.
Shut your ass up.
Look, get it in there.
You don't know what they doing. They probably waiting until marriage. You don't know that. Stop that. Don't put us.
Okay, you right. My bad. All right, respect. My bad. Salute. Lakers looking like a cemetery. Damn, he's saying a grave, big grave. I'm praying for
Brown out here. Just
that was a great pass. If you can finish that, damn, y'all broke, man. That was a great pass. You got to either finish that or you need to pass that off to the man who's open. Because if they're doubling Bron, he gave it to you. Then either a man is open or you feel like you can really hit that shot. You got to hit that shot. Was that Bazemore who shot that? No, I don't know. I think that was Bazemore. Oh, it was Monk. Damn, bro. Ugh, all y'all broke, man. God, excuse me. Let me be respectful.
Bro, put me in there, bro. My shit cash, boy. I make all these right now. Get it.
And you know who else you missing too? Quinn Cook. Y'all need Quinn Cook.
I might turn this off though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. There's
It's
no
hurting
point
you
to
that
watch
much,
it. Bro, they're gonna tip Bron out in a second, bro. There's no point to watch no more.
So, okay, but let me ask you this: like, what do you think there's any fixing to this? Like, I know y'all probably gonna make the playoffs, but do you have any faith in them making it to the finals? Like, do you see a turnaround? Like, what do you see is the main key problem when you're watching a team get blown out the way they did? Not only blown out the way they did,
AD fault, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put blame AD on this one.
it's
you know
on AD. Why is it on AD though? I'm trying to figure that out. Let me know.
Because
Come on.
AD is out here having 4 points at halftime and only 6 points in the game. That's not gonna cut it. 2 for 10. That's good. Would you agree that's good or bad?
That's terrible.
Okay.
For who he's supposed to be, that's terrible.
Not the greatest neither, but he's at least got 9.
What's his point minus? Because I can pull that up as well. Because I saw when I was watching the halftime, Westbrook's point minus was terrible. It was one of the worst.
It's the same.
AD's was terrible.
16.
So it's like something's not clicking, right? You know, AD said himself he didn't like. So if you got to think about this, if AD said he didn't necessarily like Dennis Schroeder because he didn't set him up where he liked to be, but he liked Rondo, how do you think he's gonna feel about Westbrook? That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking Vogel, he's gonna have to make a choice. He's gonna be like, let me start these guys because they say they're starters, but midway, when it gets to about like 4, this is my opinion, 4 minutes left in the first quarter, I'm gonna take AD out. And then I'm gonna let like Westbrook, Bron, maybe Melo, a smaller lineup, let them kind of hoop. You know what I'm saying? Do their thing. And then when it's midway through the second quarter, I'm subbing in AD with Rondo, and I'm gonna let AD have his freedom to go to work with Rondo. You know what I'm saying? Let him cook. I feel like the lineups is just, I'm like, y'all trying to play too many superstars at the same time, and I'm like, they just not adjusted like that. Like, you gotta let them kind of get their game going when they got in a more comfortable space. And I just don't think I'm not a fan of AD, but at the same time, I just think Westbrook and AD, I'm like, AD's not in comfort. Like, he don't feel like he's getting the spots he likes to get, the looks he wants to get. Westbrook seemed like he's forcing everything. The only person who's flowing is Bron.
That's because Bron has the whole package, man. He knows he can go bully. He knows he's gonna get strong in the paint. Like, I just feel like AD's not trying to get strong on nobody.
But has he ever? That's the question.
He leaves rim run better when he was in New Orleans, in my opinion. He used to get way more easy buckets at the rim. You know what I'm saying? Tip-ins, putbacks. I haven't seen a putback dunk from him in a long time. So, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing to notice.
Yeah, what do you think? Maybe you got to think about the fact of when he was doing this, who the lineups, who he was playing next to, the type of spacing, or what the setups, or what it looked like. Because AD, remember, I always told you, I always suspect of AD simply because of the fact, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? There's some games he looks great. There's some games he don't. There's some games he has the best statistics you ever see in your life. And you watch the game, you like, huh? So that's just
it was like that game when they played Memphis. Yeah, 40. We was like, bro, that third quarter, he shot like 12 free throws.
I hated that game. That shit was so slow. It was calling all the fouls.
Slowest game ever.
You see it now too in the first couple of games. JaVale gave y'all the threat at least of hitting some threes. I know it wasn't, that considered, but it's still y'all. I don't know, man. I think Jesus Christ, y'all can't hit nothing. I think you're gonna have to go, man. Y'all gonna have to get some shooters, man.
Y'all taking. That's what we got.
Man. Yeah, y'all gonna have to work with what y'all see. Y'all boys
on the gun, man. Why are they on the gun? Why are they shit so
I bet
dope?
you, hey, since they're leaving Bron in, they're hoping y'all can go on a run for the last 3 minutes. I bet you this lineup right here is gonna get you at least to 20 points. Wait. Nah, by half, by the fourth quarter, y'all gonna be down by 15.
I doubt it.
Yeah, y'all gonna have a little bit of hope. Good hit, Rondo. Oh, that was terrible. Okay. All right. That nigga said
it's over, bro.
Forward, man.
I'm about to turn this off, nigga. Points in the paint, 46, bro. We only got 8. How we had a big ass team? We only got 8 points in the paint, nigga.
Because y'all fighting with each other. Yeah, he not even playing Dwight no more. You know that. I'm sorry, bro. That was funny.
Why did Bron
Bro,
fall like that?
bro, he wanted that foul so bad, bro.
It's crazy. AD is weak.
Oh my. Hey, I'm not enjoying this because I'm a I think I'm not enjoying this because I'm a Bron fan at the end of the day, but I'm not a Lakers fan, never was. You gotta pull that, man.
That shit is really broke.
They bailed y'all out, bro. 80 is big cheeks, man. Y'all getting, hey man, I don't know, man. If I was y'all, I would package up 80 and Westbrook and see what I can get. I think LeBron around there. Hey man, you've been so against them. I think if you got rid of 80 and
why
Westbrook,
are we so weak? Somebody just was like, wow. Oh my God. I can't do nothing but laugh right now because this just is funny more than it is disappointing. It's just like we thought this was gonna be the craziest thing we've ever seen, and these dudes out here just looking crazy.
Terrible. Bro, y'all look worse than last year. I didn't even know that was possible, man. Like, look, on everything, if I was you, or if I was the team, I was the fan. Oh, Bron mad. Bron big mad. I would be mad too, but I'd be mad at my teammates because I'm like, y'all weak, man. If I was the Lakers, I would look at trading away all these dudes, keeping Bron and getting young talent. Feel me? If the Pelicans are weak, man, try and trade AD for Zion. Send him back over to the Pelicans. Think about LeBron and Zion. Y'all would be crazy.
I know we need to make some moves with AD. Get up out of here, man.
Remember what I told you? Oh, sorry, I did it again. Look, whoever was in there that one time, he probably left again. He's like, man, you said it again.
It was crazy because Zeno was like, he was like, I mess with Zion more. He put that shit in the rim over there. He's like, AD not on that. I'm like, I guess he's right.
What have I been saying for the last what? How long have I been saying it? I told you
been
you didn't believe me.
You've been saying he's not this and that, and when they won a title, you was even still trying to not give him his props.
I told you, look at LeBron. I said, and everybody wanted to say it was AD. AD did this, did it. I'm like, bro, I'm telling y'all, that man is a fraud. I've watched that man play.
Yeah, Kuz hooping. You see that? They went over there. They 2-0 over there. Yeah, the Wizards team. I just showed you that Lakers team was way better than people thought. People was talking about that boy Kuz, but my Kuz know how to hoop. Boy.
Kuz was weak, yeah.
What?
I agree with that.
Okay, I didn't see.
Man, Westbrook is so weak. It bugs me. Look at Monk. Did you see Monk on the bench? Look at Westbrook talking crazy, Bron talking crazy. Hey, think about how that locker room finna be, bro. You know, Skip he finna have a field day tomorrow, bro. Oh, this dude's getting kicked out. Why he getting kicked out? Because Bron told him to get about. Oh, don't do that to that man. Hey, if I was him, I'd just cause a scene. Like, why not? I'd be like, shit, let's do this. All right. You know what I'm saying? Would you do that? No. I'm like, man, you got front course tickets. You can probably add a little bit of bailout money, man. I cause a scene right there.
All I know is they're just embarrassed and they mad because they talking that shit to him. That's
man. They just give it to Carmelo. Carmelo finna pull. He ain't finna pass. Carmelo don't pass for nothing. Look, he had the ball way too long. You fucked up the whole offense. Jesus, what a bad shot. He made it, but that was terrible, man. So salute to Melo. Melo, get up out there. Hey, look. I remember I said y'all can get to 15. Y'all gonna get to 15 because Melo.
Why it take so long for Melo to get in the game?
AD is weak, bro. They should not I'm sorry, man. Why is he in the game, bro?
Why is Carmelo Anthony just not getting in the game? He should have been started.
Feed it to Melo. Let Melo do his thing, man. I'm telling you, I gotta play through Melo right now. It's the only way y'all gonna come back. I know y'all's like, man, that's crazy. They got Rondo and Westbrook on the same floor. I don't know how I feel about that lineup. Frankie Vogel was at it again, baby. Y'all up in here, hit the like button, show some love. 80 looked like he gave up. I don't know why, but then you're not gonna play Dwight.
Arena says he'll go with big lines.
80 is talking to Melo. 80 I don't know what he's saying to him. Oh, they was talking. Oh, they talking about the fan. Rondo got him kicked out. Rondo get everybody kicked out. Come on now, hit the like button, show some love to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. How y'all feel about the Lakers right now, man? Y'all was almost down by 30.
We
That's
was down by
ugly.
30.
Well, you know what I mean. That's ugly though. And y'all playing all y'all best players, man. Oh, somebody got schlatted at. This game is going right there. How you feel, man? For real? Do you think y'all gonna be like that the rest of the game? I mean, the rest of the season? Huh? Do you think it's a big deal? You know, here we go. What's good with
To
it?
me, I just think it's a lot of
Cole,
egos, and
Moss,
I just don't
Vaughn.
think that the Lakers have somebody in there to kind of calm it down. Like Phil Jackson was good at keeping morale still in a maintainable zone, if that makes sense. You know, there was still dysfunction, but I feel like it was. You feel me? Like think about Kobe and Shaq.
I think we're belling out. I just don't think this is good fit. This is not a good fit for today's league. If the league was different, maybe, but this league. Oh, Hodge Radborn said, like Barley said, Lakers team would be great if it was two. Damn, I didn't even read that till he said, yeah, I agree. I'm like, in this league, it just don't work. It don't work. And I don't even think it's because they're old. I just think, I'm like, they got too many people on their team that just can't shoot like that. A lot of them are like ISO players, bro. Westbrook's an ISO player. Carmelo's an ISO player. Bron is an ISO player, but he can't, he can switch it on and off. AD, to the most part, if he wants to create his own shot, he's an ISO player unless he can get set up. Rondo, if he's not, involved in the rest of the team, he's ISO. You got a whole bunch of ISO players on the team. You ain't no one's going to be like, hey, yo, I'm just going to sit back, chill, kind of run, you know what I'm saying, make sure I do the right things to get, in the best position for my team to make the right shot. So it's like, unless, people decide to just, and we talked about that after they first lost, was just, got a whole bunch of guys who ain't never been in this role before, and they trying to be in that role, fit it in last minute. And it's just like, but you guys got to make open shots, man. Y'all missing way too many open shots, man. That's terrible.
No, I ain't even shooting that shit like that shit cash if his shit already broke, nigga.
Like, you can, hey, just take a step in if you got to, bro. Like, damn. Good pass. Y'all weak,
what
though.
Coach Gaines would be? He'd be like, y'all gotta get yourself out this hole. It's your fault. You get it out.
It's too late, though. Y'all don't got enough shooters to get out of this type of hole with this amount of time. If y'all had, like, real shooters, I'd be like, okay, bet y'all might have a chance. But now it's over. It's too late.
I promise. Right now, somebody was like, Chan, you can get a check right now. You just gotta go make some threes for Brian. I swear, bro, I'll go really be like 40%. I just be on the gun all day, bro. I'll be shooting like thousands of shots a day. Like there be nothing else I would need to be doing.
But you gotta be, if you're not 31 and over, they don't want you.
And it's honestly, bro, I'm about to turn this shit off.
I know. I think I'm done with it,
my boy. I'm not gonna watch this no more.
Oh,
my eyes is bleeding, my boy.
I was trying to give us some time, bro.
Let's go ahead and get into the box. Anybody in here is trying to watch that Laker game? Go ahead and get that about y'all brain now, because the Lakers. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what it is. We need a coach like Mark Jackson with a team like this. We need somebody that's gonna come in here and bring some type of just standard and some type of foundation. You know what I'm saying? Mark Jackson, he's gonna come with the word, he's gonna come with that, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna leave it up to the players, he's gonna bring, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's been respected. He's played against Kobe, he's played against these greatest, Jordan, he didn't play against the greatest, you feel me? So I'm like, that's the type of guy you need versus a Frank Vogel. No disrespect to him, but I'm like, you're in there with egos, you're in there with dudes that's been on the 75th anniversary team, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got real players. So it's like Chuck Daly and Coach K and all these dudes that have these great players and they lose on purpose, or people like, oh, they end up doing this and that and getting ran. Like, it's to humble them to be like, look, you're not what you think if you don't work together. You know what I mean? You, like you said, you can have the biggest muscles, but if you don't know how to really, work the muscles, or you know what I'm saying, or you're not doing the right things, somebody that is doing, I don't know, a different type of workout could be stronger than that guy. Like you said, the abs could look good, but if you ain't really working them like that, it's a weak core. It's fake. It's fake. Plexiglass.
Let me ask you this then. Are you saying you feel like the main reason for the start off of the season is Frankie Vogel? Is that that's what I heard? Through all of that, That's what I heard. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you think it has nothing at all to do with maybe the players that you have on the team?
I'm just saying Frank Vogel isn't a big enough ego to do something controversial like having Westbrook come off the bench versus a guy like a Mark Jackson, maybe, or like I said, like a Pat Riley, something like that. Maybe would try different lineups like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe start a Rondo and you know what I'm saying, with a Bron, and then have Westbrook come off the bench.
But I don't even think you have to bruise Westbrook's ego like that. I think you can. I think if you play a lineup of Westbrook, Bron, AD, and then you can fill in 5 and 2 with whoever, you can play them for the majority of the start of the first quarter. But I think it's the lineups in between that's been terrible. I think he's been too focused on playing too many superstars at a time in each lineup rather than being comfortable enough to be like, well, let me just have one, technical superstar on it. I'm just gonna have AD on the floor. Let him get off. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me pull him off. All right, now I'm gonna have Bron with Melo, and then Rondo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But he's too focused on I need to get the chemistry right. So Bron and Westbrook got to be on the floor, and AD at all times, or AD Westbrook then Rondo. I'm like, man, that's like, bro, take what, like, that's not a. But it may be the injuries too. So then he might change it up when certain players come back. So there's that too. But you know what I'm saying? So it sounds like to me though, you saying if you change the coach, y'all would be successful this year. So if they don't change the coach, what is your expectations?
If we don't get a new coach,
I
gotta just keep seeing, man. I don't know. I really don't know how to answer for you.
Okay. So who are you looking at right now as who looks the best? Who's surprising? Like, just make a wild guess. We'll always make 100 of these because we're gonna have a lot more of these. But who you feeling right now? Western Conference, Eastern Conference. Real quick before we move on. No, just like who's looking the sharpest to you?
I don't really know. I feel like everybody kind of look weak. Like the Nets, like they got lucky today. They should have lost to Philly. Philly went on a 16-1 run. Like Philly didn't score no points. Like, you know what I mean? Like things like
Ben
that.
still
Like
didn't play.
who?
Ben.
Nope. Or Kyrie.
Okay.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, man, it's like, damn. Y'all look old though. Y'all look old.
We look old. I'm saying, like, but it's like, to me, I was telling somebody, I'm like, we need like something like the triangle offense. We need something to have guys set up to where it's like they can really get inside out. Because I'm like, you need somebody to have a threat at the top, and then you need somebody on the wing. I feel like the spacing is off.
You need to get rid of AD. That's your problem.
Well, it's look like we locked in with him, bro. They're saying he's. I remember they was telling me that he's supposed to be better than Giannis at one point. You know what I mean?
I just want to say I've been told you about AD. You constantly rejected my claims. You finally are seeing it.
Look, he got to figure it out. Because it's crazy how he made that 75th annual list and Dwight Howard didn't. And Dwight had a way better career than AD.
That's probably why AD swolled up on Dwight. He was like, boy, I'm 75th. You ain't. Dwight was like,
ain't that disrespectful? T-Mac wasn't on there. Vince Carter.
Like, but crazy. AD was. Yeah.
Klay Thompson wasn't.
That's what you done for
Kyrie. I put Kyrie over there before AD, bro.
AD big cheeks, man. Let's be 100 with it. I'm just gonna be real. No disrespect.
Well, let's get into this boxing, man. Enough about AD, man.
Let's get it.
We can talk about the Cavs.
Bang wang to the dang shang. Now, I don't know how familiar y'all is with Jamal Herring. This who's gonna be fighting versus Chris Stevenson. It's gonna be the first. We're gonna talk about Costa Vettori next, but this, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know about young Herring. You know what I'm saying? But he's solid. He a beast. Let's look at the work. Look at the work.
So do you think Shakur Stevenson can lose?
Let me tell you this. This is what we're going to talk about when it comes to her. There's a lot of things that can happen in this fight. If there's one thing that's going to happen in this fight, Stevenson's going to be tested, right? It's going to be a dog fight. Herring, he trains with Terrence Crawford. Well, we all know that Stevenson is basically like a little bro to Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
And Andre Ward.
And Andre Ward. Boy, moving. But I'm telling you, man, he's done some. Oh, that boy was moving.
Was he moving?
Yeah, I thought so. I was looking for some of the maybe he posted some of the highlights from his last fight. But he look at that. That's beautiful.
He wouldn't want to do that.
Who? What'd you say? Who wouldn't want to do that? Herring? Excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying it like that.
I don't know. I feel like Shakur can pick him apart, man. That southpaw gonna get to him.
Bro, you crazy. He's southpaw too.
Okay, well, it's gonna be a duel then.
You didn't know that. Look at that, boy. That's what I'm saying. If you would have saw what he did to Frampton, nobody expected that. That's why I was hoping he would have put up the highlight of him. Look at with Boo Boo. Baby, when are you gonna get back into the ring, Boo Boo? That's the question.
I know Boo Boo's like, man, I'm over it.
For real though, what you got going on right now, bro? My bad. This is a little quick side turn. Like, okay, I guess he just a fashion model now, man. I don't see nothing about no fight. Okay, here we go. All right, when's that? November 19th. Chill, bro. It didn't look like nothing was happening. All right, you know we there for
work him. You already know that's easy work.
I know. I don't know who he's fighting. No disrespect to you, quickly. I know you a beast, but Boo Boo on that shit again. No pun intended. But here we go, baby. Here we go. Look at this. Look how clean this was. Bang. I know y'all.
Shakur is not gonna have his chin open like that.
What you gonna say? Frampton, that Frampton's a beast. You heard it? What you think about that right now? Huh?
I just feel like Shakur's jaw's not gonna be out like that.
That boy is nasty. Look at that.
Yeah, that's cold.
Oh,
that was cold.
I'm just saying, man, you better respect this, man. Let's watch a little bit. We're gonna get this Shakur. We're gonna switch to the team. And I'm just respected. We should be talking about that Rolly Romero Davis press conference too. I just thought about it. But I'm like, we got two really good fights happening. So we got a lot to talk about right here. Because I know Herring, he don't get a lot of shine. You see, he only got 54K Instagram followers for a guy with a title. And the things he's accomplished, that's alarming. And I think this is going to be
going for his first title. Or
I just hope y'all know. I think Shakur, yeah. That right there, that's Terrence Crawford's trainer right there. In case y'all want to know, at the same camp, baby.
I say that his uppercut is kind of as crisp as
his uppercut's nasty, but what I think is going to be really effective for Shakur is obviously Shakur is a range master. He's a ring control type of guy to another level, very similar to what a lot of people would say Floyd is. But Shakur ain't never fought somebody who can hit the way Herring hits. So similar to like what we're thinking about Canelo versus Caleb Plant, you know what I'm saying? It all comes down to, or Billy Joe and Canelo, when he gets hit with that thing, is it going to change the whole, dynamic of the fight? That's what it comes down to. Look at that work. Look at that work. You know what I'm saying? One more video, then we're going to go ahead and, my bad, that was the same one. Actually, let's see this right here. Look at that. Look at that work. We know we got Crawford coming up against Sean Porter, boy. We got some dog fights coming up, man.
Crawford gonna beat the brakes
gonna be fire.
No disrespect to Sean. No, Sean's a good fighter.
But Sean's a beast, but I expect I expect some I expect something nasty to happen in that fight. Respectfully. So let's go look at the young man himself. you know what I'm saying, living the life of a superstar, young Shakira Stevenson. All right, congratulations to him. Look at that. I don't know if you saw the actual, I guess you could say the weigh or the press conference. We was talking this little thing, but they know each other. You know what I'm saying? They've sparred each other, been in the same training camps as each other. Obviously, not the same trainers and things like that. But if there's one thing we know about Shakur, man, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna outbox you. But at the same time, he's not necessarily gonna blah 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 you. You know what I'm saying? So for a guy like Herring, what he can take advantage of is if he can make it a dirty fight, that doesn't necessarily has to land. That doesn't necessarily mean he has to hit him clean. But if he can turn it into a dirty fight where Shakir feels his power, feels his strength, drag him into the deep waters, he got a chance, man. But then again, we're gonna see how if Shakir really that dude. Because if he is, then Shakir just gonna box him all night. He's not even gonna have a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be the question. Southpaw versus Southpaw. What you think? How you feeling? Huh? What you think? Like, where you leaning? Because you was saying before I was saying anything about Aaron, you was against him, saying all the time. How you feel?
I don't know. Shakur look like he gonna take care of business. But like you said, just all depends on how he reacts to Herring if he get hit with something.
You think it's gonna be an easy fight?
What's an easy? Something like 117, 113 or something like that if it go to the later rounds. But it could be a knockout. I could see a knockout happening.
A knockout though by who? Who you leaning toward for the knockout?
Shakur.
Interesting. So you think Aaron has no chance of a knockout?
Possibly. Depends, man. Depends if Shakur is caught lacking. You know what I mean? That
If I
chin
see a
exposed.
knockout, I think it's Aaron. I think Aaron's the one who has more of a chance of a knockout. I'm not saying he's a better boxer. I'm leaning towards Shakir because I think Shakir got better skills. If I was a sparring partner like that shit would be irritating.
Or how
I'm
he's
like,
moving on him.
nah, how he was being extra at the end. Because I'm like, you're not really even working him like that. But you see, like I said, so I'm like, both of them, you know what I'm saying? You know, when it comes to Herring, he's literally trained in the same gym by the same trainer as Crawford. Work. But Shakur Stevens is basically like the little bro to Crawford, man. Put in work with him. So I'm like, that's another thing. I'm like, is Shakir the next? You know, so I'm like, it's hard to go against Shakir regardless. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to go against Herring in a sense. I'm like, Herring's underrated, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a dog fight. I really think it's gonna be a dog fight. Like, I'm for real excited for this fight.
What is it? They playing that fighting at 130?
Yeah, it's 130. Or 121. Yeah, it's 130. So I'm saying, man.
Who's colder you think, him or Devin Haney?
You know I'm a Devin Haney fan to the core. So I'm always going to ride with Devin Haney, even though I think Shakir is a lot more fundamentally sound. Devin Haney makes a lot more mistakes than Stevenson, but Haney's a bigger dude, and in my opinion, he's a little bit more explosive. I think when Devin Haney really grows into his grown man strength, I think he's gonna have knockout power the way he fights. Not necessarily one point knockout power, but he's gonna be able to learn to really his fighting style. He can really leans into a lot of his shots. So as he gets older, he's gonna be able to put that
Who he
work in.
fights next?
He's supposed to fight Jojo Diaz, Coco. Dude will beat Tevin Farmer. Coco, he was supposed to fight Garcia, but Garcia had that hand injury.
So when they gonna fight?
It's supposed to be December. Sometime December. They're in negotiations right now.
He got way more work posted than Shakur does.
Yeah, but you know, we different type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's not as known. So he's okay. I'm pretty sure Shakir's team's probably advising him not to do it as much because he's more known. Ooh. That uppercut, boy, the way he be smooth with it, where he just
it roll off. Like,
I know, bro, and it's not shown nothing like that. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be a good fight, bro. There we go. He doing the same thing. So I'm like, bruh, this is gonna be a fight, man. Do I got you a little bit more hype for this joint right here? Because I know before you was like, I know before he's like Heron. Who's here? I know now you like, oh no, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm like, I know Stevenson the truth, but this is gonna be his hardest test. If Stevenson passes this with flying colors, I'm a Stevenson fan over everybody, bro. He beats everybody. Because when he grows,
no, he don't beat Tank.
Tank got his hands full of Rolly. I'm not even finna talk about it. Nah, I ain't gonna be disrespectful. I know. I'm not gonna be
crazy. Tank finna really go crazy. Tank on a different level right now, bro. I know you see it.
I ain't gonna touch on it. I think Rolly's gonna be a test for him, though. I know a lot of people saying he's just fundamentally not on the same shit and all that type of stuff, but I'm like, I think he's gonna be a test for him. T-Bud, man, I can't wait for that joint. But for real.
What if he knocks Sean Porter out in like the 5th round? Is he the best?
I think that's what's gonna happen, but no, I don't think he's the best. I think, like I said, I think PBC fighters are great fighters, but I think they're a little bit pushed into another dimension because of what's behind it. Al Heyman, there's not a lot of respect when it comes to top ranked fighters because of the whole Bob Arum beef and stuff. But I'm like, if you're non-biased, you understand the sport of boxing, you understand that a lot of the guys on any promotion from the eye test, you understand how good or great they are. A lot of these guys on different promotions fight each other in the amateurs. So it's like, don't cap. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I see it. If that makes sense.
But I'm saying Crawford won't be the best if he knocks him out in the 5th.
I think he's gonna get a lot more respect, but I think people are still gonna have things to say. Where
I'm asking you your opinion.
A lot better. I already think Crawford's the best now.
Oh, okay.
Like I think personally, like I'm not gonna throw my prediction out yet, but I'm leaning heavily toward Crawford.
Heavily.
It's good with the project. Good to see you in the building again. Salute to you.
Is that what you're saying?
As of now, respectfully.
I see it.
Now, can I ask you when it comes to this Heron and Stevenson fight, you know what I'm saying? Have I convinced you at least a little bit it's going to be more competitive than what you thought?
Yeah, probably go 12 rounds or like, late knockout, 9, 10, 11 round knockout type thing, It's not going to be like a breeze, though.
But you're still saying that basically Stevenson is going to knock out Heron. That's what it sounds like to me.
I just think Stevenson's going to get the better hand of him, yes. It's going to break him down.
Even though he's in Terrence Crawford's camp, that means nothing to you?
No.
Interesting. Why? You think he next up? You think Shakir is next up?
Yeah. Him, Devin Haney, Tank, Tefima, Garcia, all them dudes. That's where the money's going to be.
That boy Stevenson, his understanding of a range, counterpunching is absolutely beautiful. I just want to know if he got enough to keep Heron off of him. I think that's what it's going to come down to.
I think he does. Because it's up. He has good combos too.
Well, I'll say this. I'm excited for that fight. I'm excited, you know what I'm saying, for the Fluence Lounge. I'm going to be 110 for it, man. I can't wait for it. I'm just happy, you know what I'm saying, we got a double header. I always love when there's a double header because I'm like, you know what I'm saying, we got Vettori Costa, you know what I'm saying, which we're going to finna talk about. Because I'm like, that card is not that good. Also, too, I didn't know, Fedor Emelianenko for the Bellator, they're fighting. He's fighting for Timothy Johnson. I'm not that interested. I'll switch over maybe if it gets boring, but I like when I have options. You know what I'm saying? I like when multiple promotions do shit like this, but you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna keep y'all too long. Even though I'm like, it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? If y'all rocking with us, that means y'all ain't got shit else to do. But man, let's get into it, man. Have you heard about all the drama with Costa and Vettori? You have to. I know you
The
have.
catch weight.
I know you had to. Yeah. So what was the last thing you heard yourself?
They was trying to get it like at 200 or 195 or something like that.
So it was initially agreed on 195. You know what I'm saying? And they signed the contract, and then the night before the weigh-ins, they ended up saying Costa couldn't make it, and they ended up making it for 205 pounds. Now, there's a specific question that I want to ask you. I just want to see how you feel about it. But before we get there, I'm gonna give you the whole story. So that's what. So basically, it was told going the weekend of the weigh-ins, which was today, that okay, Costa's not gonna make it. We're gonna do a catchweight fight. That was the rumors. Vettori said I still want him to cut because I'm ready for the 185 cut. Ultimately, what ends up happening is, it's true. The rumors are true. Costa kind of confirms himself on the press conference. He's nonchalant about it. A lot of people are mad because he hasn't cared from the beginning. A lot of people are in support of him because of his nonchalant attitude. So it's a mix and a divide. But ultimately, they agreed to 195 for the catch weight, signed it, and then the night before the weigh-ins, he said he couldn't make the 195, so they ended up saying it's going to be for 205. So they ended up both weighing in essentially at the same weight, 204. Costa, I'll go over to him in a minute. Weighing at 204, so it's 204 weight. So I want to ask you this. There's been a split where some people think, oh, it's trickery, some professional, da-da-da-da. Costa is getting fined 20% of his purse. I want to know what you think personally. Do you think, because weight cutting has, it's a controversial type of thing. A lot of people don't agree with weight cutting, where these bigger guys, walking around at 225 or cutting all the way down to 185 to fight someone. Just what do you think personally about the whole situation? I'd be interested to know.
It's disrespectful. It's just like Darren Till, in my opinion.
Interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Very disrespectful. When you start making your weight, you start losing. So my thing is, if you can't go to the weight that you naturally want to be at, then don't fight. This is that simple, man. You know what I'm saying? People want to be undefeated. People want to be looking like they're great. But then when Izzy stepped in the ring with Paulo Costa, he looked like mashed potatoes out there, man. Looked real weak to me. You know what I'm saying? Izzy was just styling on him, man, like he was just nobody out there. He had a harder fight with you real well than he did Paulo. Am I wrong?
And remember, Vettori, Israel's last fight is against Vettori. They went all 5 rounds.
And it was boring at one point. The crowd was booing, so they ended up having to pick it up later in the fight. But
so no, real quick, this is interesting. This is actually an interesting take from you. So you find it, you think it's disrespect. So do you think it's planned for Costa? Do you think he's just doing this because he's like, I know I can knock this guy out. I don't care. Like,
I think
he's myself. Or what do you think?
He's trying to, in my opinion, it's a test without it being a test, if that makes sense. Like, instead of fighting like a Jan, he can fight somebody like a Vettori that's still in the same weight class. So he's like, if I could beat him at that, then I'm gonna just go ready? Up.
That's it, bro.
Because you can't beat Izzy.
Impressive. Okay, go ahead.
You can't beat Izzy.
I like that thing. That's a different take. So you say this is all strategic. He's like, this is just gonna be my first fight in light heavyweight because I know I can't beat Izzy. Izzy's probably gonna be the middleweight champion for a while. So what am I gonna do? That's interesting. He showed
because he feel like I can probably go beat Jan.
I can
a better chance.
So you think this has all been planned? So do you? That's the interesting take. I like that. Vettori is a big middleweight himself, and it's like he's probably strategic that he pick Vettori too, because I'm
Vettori wants to. He thinks he could beat. How to get signed? He's not trying to go up. He's not trying to do that.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying it's a good pick because I'm like Vettori. It's not like he's a small middleweight. You know what I'm saying?
Because the fact he went in at 204, I'm like, well, you was ready to go ahead to 185. What was you at before?
Damn, Vettori's sparring with David Benavidez. Okay, I see you, bro.
How come he hasn't had a fight? I haven't seen him fight in a minute.
He was supposed to, but he was supposed to fight Maguire. Excuse me. I can't. Yukazaki. It's hard to say his name, but
Benavidez the middleweight, right?
Yeah, he's only lost to Yukazaxi. He's only lost to Caleb Plant. Here, let's go to it. Let's show it right here. It got postponed because of COVID, but yeah, here we go.
He's a beast. If Caleb Plant beat him, then Caleb Plant's a
month
beast.
away. He beat him. David Benavidez, he's undefeated.
Oh yeah, but David Benavidez is a beast, fool.
Yeah, Uzgaski.
How come nobody wants to fight him? Because it's a high risk, low reward type thing. Because he's a beast. I remember I was watching him one time with you. He was like, "Hey, he's the truth right there, boy." Didn't he have a younger brother too?
Yeah, that's the one who lost to Terrence Crawford.
Yep, I remember that. Got uppercutted.
Let me just do me one favor. Keep talking to people. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. It's only 10 seconds. Be right back.
Hey man, Canelo probably gonna work Caleb Plant though. I'm sorry, all y'all Caleb Plant fans out there, but I'm telling you, man, Canelo really crazy. I'm trying to tell you. Sorry, y'all, but yeah, Canelo crazy, man. He gonna go out there and do what he need to do. You're $100 in the club. I'm sprinting to it. What you getting to the dollars for? You ain't getting nothing. You just written to it. Oh. David Benavidez. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Back up in this thing that I never left. All right, we're going to stop the screen right here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pull up a little bit of the Paulo Costa side of the game. The controversial man himself, the only I know I didn't say anything, but apparently Zien says he's been disrespecting the sport of MMA.
You don't think they have? DC would call that disrespectful.
But if supposedly it's all a plan, like you said, then is it disrespectful?
Well, I'm saying if that's his plan, I mean, it still is though, because I'm like, if you have a fighter that's been training hard to make a certain weight cut, and then you've been just doing your own thing, and then you're just like, well, I'm not gonna make the weight, so you need to get bulked up. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on, bro. Like, what you mean?
So let me play devil's advocate, right? You are working for a company. You feel like they don't pay you what you feel like they should pay you. You feel like there's always some bullshit happening. You feel like you ain't really in the same agreements. You feel like you're your own man, though. At the same time, you feel like you still been successful in that. Never complain, but you're like, I still feel like I'm a own man. So I decide, I have a plan set, what I want to do. So guess what? We're gonna go by my terms. So if it's presented to you that way, do you still feel the same way you feel? Because in his mind, what if he's like, in his mind is they don't care about me. They would do the same thing to me. If they want to cut me and they don't want to tell me, they'll do it on the dump. If a fighter dropped out and put someone random in or a contract, you know what I'm saying? Just as devil's advocate.
I just think that's a little extra hyped. I just feel like at the same time, if you're gonna fight at a certain weight, fight at that weight. But you feel me? If that's his strategic, I just think that's his plan. I didn't say his plan was, you feel me, respectable. But if that's his plan, then bet. But I'm just like, why you want to fight at 205? You know what I mean? Like, you should go fight a light heavyweight then.
Well, supposedly they had a contract signed for 195, then last minute they changed it to 205.
But that's my point, though. How can that be possible? How do you sign a contract and it can be voided to just go to 205? Unless, I mean, Vettori's just really like, okay, let's run it. But still, even then,
was like, that's why he did it.
But that's my thing. Though. I'm like, what if now you're trying to have somebody's pride and ego maybe set himself up for a downfall? And I think that's disrespectful. If you're mentally in shape for a certain fight at a certain weight, and then you are being told to add on 20 more extra pounds, that's going to affect you versus somebody that's already at that weight.
Absolutely.
He's already going to be knowing about that. You feel me? Like, look at him. He's already 205 ready. He's been knowing he was 205 ready.
And he looks in shape already. Like, he looks cardio-wise. Not like even eye test, but cardio-wise, how he's throwing his punches, not breathing heavy, things he's doing.
That's crazy, though, because I think he's underestimating Vettori, in my opinion.
I think everyone's underestimating Vettori. A lot of people are liking him now because, he's willing to take a fight at Costa at any weight. But they got Vettori as a slight favorite. But I would probably put my money on Costa because I'm more in your boat. where I didn't think about it, but now that you brought it up, I think it's all a plan. That's why Costa, he's been so open with talking about he's not on point when it comes to weight. He's been making joking videos about it. So you saying that now, I'm like, oh yeah, it's all a ploy for him to see how he feels at 205 and fighting at 205. This is a test for him. He doesn't want necessarily a real light heavyweight, but a middleweight that basically could be a light heavyweight if he decided to be. And also, Vettori is only 27 years old right now. So he's catching Vettori at the right time. Think about it, Vettori was 29, 30, 31, 32. Adrian Adesanya said when he has everything put together and he is who he is. So I think
Costa said he's a fat. I mean, Izzy said that Paul is a fat boy. Remember, he's like, "You're a fat boy."
Even now, Izzy said he feels like the reason all this is happening because he broke Costa. I don't even think it's that. I don't think so. Me personally, that's my opinion.
It's not about breaking him. I just think that I really feel like he just thinks I cannot beat him. That's not a style that matches up well with me.
Yeah,
A dude that's gonna move, kick my legs, make me have to move in the chest. Like I'm a guy that just wants to worry about having to knock you out. You know what I mean? And Izzy's not gonna do that. He's gonna check you. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. He's gonna do things to make you mad. And then boom, when you think that you're comfortable, bam, you catch you slipping.
But that's my point. I'm like, so Costa, his moves are a lot smarter than a lot of people are trying to make it seem. They're trying to make it seem like he's just like he doesn't care. There's something wrong with his mental state. He's not doing. I'm like, bro, this is all planned, man. He has a plan to move up to 205. He's trying to see how he feels at that weight. I agree with you, bro. So my next question for you would be with Vettori first taking the fight at 195, originally saying, I'll take the fight at 205. Let me ask you, if Vettori loses, if he wins, like, does this boost his stock in any way? Him taking this risk, does this do anything for him? Is this a risk he should take, Vettori? Because Costa is just getting.
Yeah, if you feel like he's gonna knock him out, because if he beats Costa, then he'd probably get that Izzy fight faster again.
So you think it's a risk worth taking? So you would, a guy that most likely, if you figured it out, probably some of his management came in there and said, hey man, he's been planning the fight at 205. You knew it. You already said it before. Like, do you want to, like, you're saying?
I think Vettori is banking on that. Yes, he's going to be at a weight that he thinks he wants to be at, but will he be able to carry that muscle for 5 rounds? And I think Vettori thinks he can go 5 rounds because he just did with Adesanya. No problem. I haven't seen Paulo Costa in a 5-round fight and go past 3 rounds yet. So if you feel like your cardio will outdo him, then yeah, I'll take that risk because it's not a big risk to you necessarily. Because I'm like, if you lose, it doesn't matter because it was at a catch weight. He has nothing to lose, and he's going to get 20% of that purse. So he's going home a richer man.
So if Vettori just so happens, to get knocked out, you really think
he'll be fine?
It was worth it. You still think it would be worth it? You still think he should have took that chance and did what he did? You still think he would have?
Yeah, because it's the same thing with Izzy. Should he have fought Jan? Not getting used to being at a certain weight? No. You know what I mean? But he did, and he lost. But we know if Izzy really got to train and got to get his body right and go to 205, he could beat Jan easy.
It's gonna be a good fight, man. I agree with you. So let me ask you this: tomorrow we got Harris, Stevenson, we got Vettori.
What time these all start? Do you know or no?
Well, nope, I don't. But since you see it,
because I'm like, I gotta go to the little. I'm saying a little, but I gotta go to a baby shower a little later. But if they shouldn't be starting too early, so we should be good. Oh Jesus, Lord Jesus!
Check this out. I got Vicari. Wait, no, that can't be right. I had to make their carry. Wait. Oh, wait. Why'd they make that come up first? I bet you I'm trying to see what's the start time for Vettori. So man, so of course the main card starts at 1 p.m. Pacific. What? This has to be wrong. USC Vegas prelims will begin at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m., followed by the main card at 4 p.m. Eastern. Why is it early? Damn, so I'm gonna have to do two streams.
What's Fridays early?
The main card starts at 4 p.m.
Oh,
Eastern. So it starts at 3 p.m. my time, 1 p.m. your time
for
for the
what?
Costa Vettori card.
Damn.
Why? I wonder. Good thing you caught that because I would have missed that. So it starts at, followed by the main card at 3 p.m. at my time. So I'm going to have to do it.
Well, you might have to hold that one down then, because I'm gonna probably be busy at that time. What happened? What's good with y'all, though, boy? We here.
I accidentally, what I'm saying? I was over here looking at something. But yeah, man, I guess I'm gonna have to hold that joint down, man. Something like that joint start early, and then the herring.
Stevenson.
See, but and then herring. So you'll be here for the Harrison. Excuse me,
Yeah, easily.
Stevenson. That's gonna be at that joint. Don't start till 9:30. Jesus, that's gonna be a late one. I'm gonna have to find something to do in between. But yeah, man. So we're gonna have two streams of Fluence Lounge tomorrow. Apparently, for some reason, the Vettori Costa fight it. Now, see that's where it hurts my soul because I was looking forward to when, what I'm saying, Shakira Stevenson gets born, I could just switch over to Vettori versus
Exactly.
have y'all heard like what's going on. But I know Fedor,
Aren't they both ESPN though?
bam, that's why. That makes sense. Damn ESPN, you got too much shit on you. By the way, what am I eating tonight? I got Chipotle.
Oh, you broke your.
I didn't want to go. I like it was the only thing that was there is like McDonald's, all that type of stuff. It's like, bro, I can't. I was like, I gotta eat.
Somewhat healthier. It's not like, because I'm like, if you eat Chipotle, it's kind of heavy. You feel me? Like you feel heavy after you eat it, but it's not necessarily bad. Like the chicken and the rice and the beans, like that's protein. So it's like,
Yeah, so
well, I got
I
me a
had to do it,
burrito.
but I didn't do no brisket, nothing like that. I did the simple, and I did the simple salsa. I did simple salsa, steak. That's it. Leave it at that. You hear me? By the way, I want to say earlier today at Panera Bread, I'm disappointed y'all. I didn't eat y'all sandwich. I threw that shit away. It's trash.
Damn, for real, it was weak.
Trash. Because I'm trying to be, I told you I can't do this cardio. So, but keep it on the cool, man. I'm telling you, these ab workouts is crazy, man.
For
When you
real.
come out here, I'm gonna have you on. I'm telling you, it changed. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you don't gotta do that work. Do them joints and switch it up. Don't do the same thing because I was doing that for me. I was doing the same thing, but you gotta switch them joints up. Like the holding up, that's gonna make your core crazy, bro. I'm like, that shit is real. I'm like, don't believe the hype. Don't let nobody tell you that shit. That shit really works.
Bet I feel you, bro. What you about to get into?
After this, I'm just gonna eat, turn some YouTube on, man. Today's Friday, so I'm gonna try and find something to watch. I can't wait for the new BMF episode. That's gonna be fire probably this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. See what Lamar's on.
I can't wait for tomorrow. Now that I know I gotta do two streams, I'm gonna have a busy day because I'm gonna work in between the two. So, you know what I mean? Just trying to stay busy.
I hear you,
That's
fool.
it. That's it. Trying to stay, you know what I'm saying? Keep the mind busy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you, dog. Yeah, I'm about to just eat, chill myself. I haven't eaten since what, 12?
I think I ate around 2. I had that Panera bread. I ate around 2. She was trash though.
What sandwich you get?
The usual shit I get, but the last time I got it, it was like the chicken avocado, like the chicken avocado thing. But there's certain things I don't, like the guacamole way they be having it stacked, it be nasty and shit. And I'm like, this time I was like, man, I'm not feeling this. I just threw that shit away. I feel like sometimes, like, cause I'm like, it's Friday, like on my days off, like when it's like I be not doing that for a long time. Sometimes I be getting hungry and I'll be like, eat, but I'm like, I be knowing I shouldn't eat, so it was kind of sign like you shouldn't have ate nothing. Nigga. Just got something because you was watching Food Channel. I'll do that sometimes.
Dude.
Like, I'm gonna be 100 with you. So, but yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm gonna eat some food, chill out, man, and enjoy my night. Tomorrow, you know, when I wake up, I'm gonna have to go to the gym so I can make sure I'm back. We're gonna go live, Fluence Lounge. This is it. Hit that.
Me and I'm only losing by 10 points.
Who ended up going crazy for you? Or who ended up doing something?
He kind of picked it up. He had 22. Brown had 25. He been hitting that 3, boy.
Brown.
Yeah.
Brown finna be nasty for y'all, but I'm like, you gotta get everybody else
Melo
in check,
had
man.
16. That's what picked up for
Remember
us.
what I said, bro?
And Reeves, that white boy, he ended up having 8.
So y'all need to get with the Westbrook, bro. And y'all did Dwight Howard dirty. I don't like that. AD initiated all the bullshit, and y'all didn't play Dwight Howard again because of it. That's crazy to me.
The Dwight Howard disrespect
Little boy, the
is really
omen.
crazy, bro. It's like
It's
really, really
crazy. I'm
crazy.
like, it sucks because I'm like, Dwight Howard has such a cool mood, but it's like you forget he's like 35. Think about being that old and allowing some young nigga just to grab you up like that and just have to take it.
I mean, you
like,
know, you can't just sock this man out because your whole career.
I'm getting paid millions, but what, like, that's wild. Like, yeah, money is crazy. You know, I love money, but that shit I'd be thinking about that when I was asleep at night. Like, damn.
I should have just threw this nigga over the bleachers.
Like, yeah, I look at my bank account, bet, but I'm like, man, I really let this young nigga just made me like a little fool, man. Can't do nothing about it. I know y'all probably like, oh, he go big, but I'm like, that's disrespectful. He ain't do nothing. AD took his anger out on that nigga he felt like he could, and he showed Dwight. Damn. And we know AD, that nigga don't be hard. Anyways, we gonna leave it at that. So Young Zed, he gonna be back for the Harris Stevenson fight for sure. I'll update you on everything when it comes to the you know what I'm saying? Costa Vettori fight. Damn, I almost forgot. Costa Vettori fight. That's not gonna be that great of a card, so I'm not gonna watch that whole card. That's probably gonna be like a 45-minute live because I'm like, I ain't finna do that to myself.
Oh, I feel you.
But we're gonna be here for that. We're gonna be here for both things. And then the weekend after, we got Caleb Plant versus Canelo, right? No,
one more weekend after that.
Yeah, I don't know what we got next weekend. I think we got is that Usman Covington?
No, it's next weekend with Plant. I mean, it's the following weekend with Plant and Canelo.
Yeah, I don't know what we got next weekend. We got something though. Oh no, we were supposed to have Dillian White versus Otto Wallen, but that got canceled because White got injured. Might be something. We'll talk about it. But salute to the people, man. We appreciate everybody who's up in here, man. We went ahead and went live for this joint, man. Salute. Get this food up in me. Tomorrow gonna be a big day. Get it popping. Sunday we may do our podcast, maybe not. Depends on what's popping off. But as always, you already know what it is, man. Fluence is it, man. Much love to y'all. Much respect. Blessings, positivity.